Ernest Holmes tells us, our work is done in mind alone. Our entire equipment is thought and a knowledge of the power which it utilizes. Our entire equipment is thought. As people who need to see something tangible, or need to feel something, or need to believe in something outside of ourselves because we don't know about the power that we have. We know from birth that there is a power within each one of us. And we know from birth that all we need is to think about God, to think our thoughts into that one divine mind, and we have exactly what it is we want. But the moment that we're born, we begin to forget it. And so all the rest of our lives, we go looking outside of ourselves. We go looking. First of all, we want our mothers to feed us. Well, that's natural, because as babies we don't have the equipment to feed ourselves. We don't have the knowledge or the ability to feed ourselves. So we're looking for our mothers to feed us. But the sad part of that is that as we grow up, we're continually looking for our mothers to feed us. We want something because we believe we need something outside of ourselves to give us what it is that we want. Every day I have to remind myself, every day. You'd think that by this time, it's been almost 14 years since I discovered Science of Mind, and this is what I've been learning for all those almost 14 years, that there is a power within me to give me exactly what I want, to feed me the food that I need to eat. But I forget. And every day I wake up and I start the same old monotonous thinking that I need something outside of myself to make myself complete, or I need something outside of myself to give me what it is that I want. I need. That's all baloney. That's as strong as I can get in here. And I have to bite my tongue. There is nothing outside of ourselves to make us complete. It's complete. But the truth of it is we have it all within. We just either have forgotten it and haven't remembered it, or we don't know it because we are ignorant. And I don't mean stupid, I mean ignorant because we've not been taught this. My mother didn't teach me that there is something within me that completes me. No, I grew up with, I need a man to make me happy, or I need this to make me happy, or I need that to give me what it is that I want. In fact, I didn't even know what I wanted because I wasn't taught to want anything. And then I woke up. I woke up to the truth. And the truth is, there is a power within me to make my life complete. There is a power within me to bring about everything that I want in my life. I don't have to go looking for it. There is a teacher in the New Thought movement who teaches us that if we believe the only way we can make a living is to have a job, a 9-to-5 job, working for a company we don't like, doing work we don't like, getting up and going to a job we despise, that's the way it's going to be all the rest of our lives. But if we can reach the point in our lives where we know that we don't have to do that, if we don't have to go to a job we don't like, we don't have to be around people we don't like, we don't have to have a boss that we can't stand, we don't have to punch a time clock 40 hours a week to make a living. When we reach the point where we can do that, when we reach the point where Ernest Holmes says, our work is done in mind alone, then we will have what it is that we want. That's the promise. That is a promise. Does that mean you sit on your fanny and you don't ever do anything? No. Or yes. You could. It's up to you. It is up to you whether or not you have to go out looking for your treasure, or you can think it and your treasure will come to you in some manner. I'm not saying you don't have to do anything. I'm just saying the work begins in your mind first. Promise number one is you do the work and you'll reap the benefits. Do the work and you'll reap the benefits. Train your mind, train your brain to think about something positive, you will reap the benefits. Your brain will change, your mind will change, and your life will change. Not only will your life, in the sense of what it is that you want in your life or how you want your life to be, not only will you be a happier person, but you know what I'm discovering through all the research I've been doing is that when you're a happy person, you live longer and you're healthier. But if you train your brain to be positive, you'll be a happier person and your body will reap the benefits. Because people, according to the experts, people who have a happier outlook on life have a healthier body. They have less heart attacks, fewer strokes. And you know, promise number one is do the work and reap the benefits. And the work is to train your brain. Promise number two is the word we speak is the law of our lives. The word we speak is the law of our lives. So if we're constantly speaking ill, if we're constantly moaning and groaning about what's going wrong in our lives, we're going to see more and more of that. That is such an oxymoron, but it is the truth. It is the truth. And the other part of that is if you daily affirm the divine presence within you. And here's the other part of it, promise number two. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. The truth is, God is all there is. That's the truth. God is all there is. And God is who you are. There's no God outside of you. That God is right here, right where you are. It's in every breath you take. It is the breath you take. God is all there is. That's the truth. And when you know this, you're free. Because you're not always looking for God outside of yourself. You're not always looking for something out there to complete you. Because God does complete you. Because you are and God are one. There's only you and God. There's nothing else. And God is whole. Right there. It's whole. It doesn't need anything outside of itself. And God is complete. Oh, it's the whole pie. It hasn't been cut into. And it's complete within itself. It doesn't need anything else outside of itself. It doesn't need you and me, but it loves us. It loves having a life as each one of us. It didn't need us. It could have gone on and never even dreamt us into existence, but it decided it wanted to experience life as each one of us. So it decided to come forth into this plane as each one of us. And it is complete. And that means there's no blemish. There's nothing wrong with God. He's not going out and going to the makeup counter and looking at all the different kinds of makeup to see if it can enhance how it looks. Because it's perfect the way it is. And that's who you are. And that's the truth. That's the truth that you can live by. God is all there is. And you and God are one. That's promise number two, the truth. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. here's another part of that. God is both cause and effect. Cause and effect. You know, behind every thing that you're looking at, which is all effect, we're just an effect. There's a cause. There's always something that caused an effect. And you start searching and searching and searching, and you will see the truth of everything is that God is both the cause and the effect. And what that means is that you are the cause and the effect. There is something within you that is both the cause and the effect. Know the truth, and the truth says that shall set you free. And the promise number 3, one more time, do the work and you'll reap the benefits. Promise number 3, the law always responds. The law is always responding. How do I know this is going to happen? How do I know my prayers are going to be answered? You hear this all the time when people are praying for something or someone. How do I know? Whether it's spoken or not, there's always that, how will I know? And do I have enough faith? That's the big question. Do I have enough faith to have my prayers answered? You don't have to rely on your faith, folks. All you have to do is to look at the words that you've spoken. Look at the words that you have spoken. And then gauge how you feel what you've spoken. Do you believe the words that you've spoken? Do you believe that there is a law that always responds to your word, and that law responds to your word no matter if it's positive or always negative? Did you believe you're going to win the Powerball the other night? What was it, $400 and some odd million? My son-in-law already had it spent. We knew exactly how we were going to spend our share of it. But you know what? I think we didn't believe we were going to win it because we didn't win. Law responds to your words, but it also responds to your feelings. So if you're speaking your word and you don't believe it, but Ernest Holmes goes on to tell us, it also responds to our feelings. So if we're speaking our word and we're pulling our punches with how we feel about it, the law's going to respond to that, and we're not going to get what we want, or we're going to get it in a muddied form. And by muddied form, I mean it may not be exactly what we wanted. So get clear on your feelings. And once you're clear on your feelings, then you're going to see exactly what you want to see. This is promise number 3. The law responds to everything about you. So if you are speaking your word and somehow or another it's not coming out the way you wanted it to, start examining how you spoke it. Do you have what we used to call fire in the belly? What that means simply is, do you have some passion around it? Or you just think, oh yeah, I'd like it. So is there passion around what it is that you want? If there isn't, then start looking at it. Do you really want it? Do you really believe it? This is the promise. You'll get it when you believe it. That's quantum physics 101. Promises, the promises are, do the work, and you'll reap the benefits. Know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And the truth simply is, God is all there is. You don't have to go looking for anything else, because God is right here, right now, right where you are. And promise number 3 is the law always responds to your word. Always responds. Train your brain, train your mind to go in the direction that you want. And the brain will love you for it, and so will your mind, and so will your life. Train your brain, train your mind to go in the direction where you